Hi YouTube, it's Casey or Inspire Change for You. I wanted to talk this morning about weight gain because this is what I am struggling with right now. I am 2.5 weeks post-op from my lap band. If you're not really familiar with lap band, when you have it, usually there's nothing in it, or there's a very, very small amount of fluid. It's not really doing anything in the beginning until you get your first fill. And so it is common that after we go on this binge of a liquid diet for 2 weeks, and then we can't really eat anything for another 2 weeks, another liquid diet, our bodies kind of get a little messed up. And then when we are able to start eating and our stomach is healing, the swelling's going down and we're able to eat more. Now, with that being said, so we all know mentally that we're going to lose some weight and then we're going to plateau, or maybe we're going to put some back on before we actually start using the band the way it was intended to be used and losing weight. Mentally, we know this, but I guess somehow it's still really, really disappointing. I had lost, when I came on Thursday, I was at 23.5 pounds loss. Yesterday when I woke up, I had put on a couple pounds. I was hoping that it was just, my weight fluctuating or something like that. When I weighed this morning, I've put on another pound. So I've put on about 3 pounds since Thursday, and today's a Monday. And even though I know to expect this, I know this is something that's going to happen, it doesn't make it any less frustrating. And here is why. Because at where I'm at as far as my eating, I'm still eating very low calories. I'm eating maybe 1,200 calories a day, maybe. I'm not really counting, but if I had to estimate, that's what I would estimate it at. And at 1,200 calories, I should still be losing. I should lose a few pounds a week, not gain a few pounds in a couple of days. It takes 3,500 calories to make 1 pound. I have not eaten over 11,000 calories in the last 3 days. So it's frustrating. And it's really frustrating because my goal was to be down 25 pounds before my Vegas trip, which is in another 2.5 weeks. October 19th, I go to Vegas. And I wanted to be down about 25 pounds. And now I'm afraid that in the next 2.5 weeks, I'm going to continue to put on weight and be back to where I was and not have any loss, which is frustrating. Very, very frustrating. Even though mentally I know that this is going to happen. And the craziest thing, the most frustrating thing about it is there is not a thing I can do about it. I cannot, if I just didn't eat, I would probably still be putting on weight. And I could exercise all day long, and it's frustrating. It really is, because I still have to live. I still have to eat enough calories to have energy to live and to get up and to move. And I can't spend 12 hours a day exercising. It's just not possible. I have a life. So it's frustrating to me. I guess this is just another way that my body is going to let me down, because it's always happened. And this is why diets never work for me. If I did not have the lap band in me right now, to where I know if I just hold on a little bit longer, I'm going to get my fill and I'm going to start losing weight. If I were just on the Slim Fast diet right now, or the Atkins diet, and this was happening, this is where I would say, just going to give up. Why starve myself? Why, go through all of this effort and I'm putting on weight. If you would pick any average person off the street and put them on the kind of diet that I have been on, they would be losing weight. But I'm putting on weight, and it's so frustrating. But I guess this is as people, and I'm going to say this as most of us, because I think most of us that go through the surgery are like this. Do we love food? Yes. But most people love food. Um, Now, maybe they're going to say, well, I like food, but I don't love food. Well, I like to breathe. But if you stuck my head underwater and I couldn't breathe, I'm going to tell you, I love to breathe. So we love food because it's constantly being taken away from us because of these kind of things where we can't even eat uh, a normal day's worth of food and lose weight. We're putting on weight. It's being taken away from us constantly because our bodies are so messed up. And yes, there are people out there, and you know, it disgusts me to watch it because they glorify it. But there are people out there that are overweight, um, because they eat and eat and eat and eat. Um, and those kind of people kind of ruin the reputation, I guess, for other people that are overweight because all people assume that we're like that, but we're not. An excellent example is everyone knows Jared, Subway Jared, you know, lost all this weight on Subway. Well, what they don't tell you is before Jared became the spokesperson for Subway, he was on Maury or one of those talk shows on there, and he was talking about how much food he ate before the Subway thing. He'd wake up and eat a large pizza and a dozen of eggs and a loaf of bread and a pound of bacon or whatever. You know, they just gorge themselves with food. And then when they stop consuming 20,000 calories a day and they go to eating a foot long sub a day and walking to Subway, then yeah, they do lose weight. It's not going to work for everybody. Um, and I guess going through this right now just reinforces in my mind why having weight loss surgery is so necessary for me, because my body is so messed up. It's not going to lose on its own. And the only way to get me there is to reduce my ability to eat, and not reduce. I could do it on my own. I could say, I'm just going to feel starved all day long and only consume 3 bites of food per setting 3 times a day. I would be miserable. And somehow I believe my body would still sabotage that. So that probably wouldn't even work for me then. Um, Anyways, it's just really, really frustrating. And um, I feel like there's really not anything I can do about it. But because I have Vegas coming up, I'm going to try anyways. I have as far as my diet goes, I'm doing what I'm supposed to be doing. As much as what I can right now because of my restrictions that I'm still on. And I don't have a fill. So the last couple of days, yeah, I have been a little more hungry. Now, when I say a little more hungry, I'm not talking about I go from eating 1 cup of food to a whole plate of food. No, I'm eating, going from 1 cup to 1.25 cups of soup, not 3 pounds worth of food. But exercising is something that I haven't taken the time for. I've been so busy. Those are excuses though, because I need to do it. That's the only thing that I can do any differently than what I'm doing. I exercised only once since Thursday. And so today is Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. So I have 3, maybe if I exercise Thursday morning, 4 opportunities to work out before my 3-week weigh-in. And so right now I'm down 20 pounds since I had to go backwards 20 pounds. And when I come on here Thursday, my goal is to say that I haven't lost any more. That I haven't gained any more, I haven't lost any more. I just want to maintain at this point because I'm scared to death that I'm going to put on all this weight again. And it's funny because as I lose the 20 pounds, I'm like, it's just 20 pounds. I don't really notice it, blah, blah, blah. Well, when you talk about putting it back on, it seems like a whole lot of weight. So, yeah, anyways, that's where I am right now. I just wanted to kind of rant about this because it's really upsetting to me. And I don't know if anyone else is going through this right now that's in the same stages that I am, or anybody that's gotten past this and maybe has some words of advice. That would be great. So thanks, guys.